Another day, another bout with aggressive virginity. Today, we're going to be taking a look at Tony Slidini's one coin routine. Now, I know that he's put out many different coin routines in the media space throughout the years. Well, not him in particular because he's dead, but people in his honor have put different routines that he's performed on television, such as the Dick Cavett show, which is what we're going to be looking at today. However, this is specifically his one coin routine, meaning that he does a small little routine with one coin. I have to explain that to you guys because, well, let's be honest, magicians aren't necessarily the smartest bunch. You should subscribe.
I wish you could. Your face was simply. Yeah. It's amazing.
Look, there's only one. If you don't see this one, you have to quit because you can't see anything. At least to give a chance to somebody else.
Okay.
You don't see anything. Watch. This is so simple, but it's beautiful. This is about the best.
Yeah.
First, through the tip. See? People think I use a sleeves. It's not true because it's right here.
Now, it goes without saying that Slidini has completely mastered the edge of the table. It's where he conducts the majority of his actions. And as you can see here, when he starts his one coin routine, he starts it by moving the coin from hand to hand, but it's all done in the edge of the table. Obviously, this is to facilitate the grotesque amount of lapping that he does. However, he covers it with his brilliant actions. As before, with someone like Jean-Pierre Vallerino, he covers a lot of his motions in what seems to be a sort of ballet of the hands. You see that he conditions the participant in tossing a coin back and forth until he actually carries out the lapping. Now here, again, this is the ballet. He shows his hands empty, but he gets back to that resting position, which is his most important position. That position allows him to ostensibly show his hands empty and yet still be able to load a coin directly in his hand from beneath the table.
Through the tip. See? People think I use a sleeves. It's not true because it's right here. If from here goes there, look. If from there it comes.
That entire fucking sequence just gets me every time, and it gets me upset. It gets me upset. Now, another thing that you notice Slidini doing is his misdirection or his direction of attention. Where he wants you to look at something, he stares in that particular position. So when he's lapping, he's going to be looking at the place where the coin is going to disappear in a position further up on the table, so you're not necessarily looking at the coin being dropped on his lap. In a minute, you're going to see him repeat this action and produce the coin directly from his opposite hand.
People think I use a sleeves. It's not true because it's right here. If from here goes there, look. If from there it comes. If from here goes there, look. And that's what looks good.
Now, the big difference that you see between magicians, including me, and someone like Slidini is that the mastery of misdirection and the mastery of lapping is clearly here in display because there's no attempt to hide the surface of the coin. A lot of times magicians, when they're lapping or when they're sneaking something out, they'll hide the coin beneath their fingertips or behind their fingertips. Slidini makes absolutely no effort to do that. As a matter of fact, the coin is being held at the fingertips between the thumb and the forefinger openly. As you can see here, he displays it right there and openly drops it because he knows that the participant is going to be looking where he wants them to. In this case, right in front of Dick Cavett. And he's going to repeat this action again, going right back to that natural position, relaxing and allowing the audience to relax and loading the coin.
You know, I can take from there and I can put it here. What? See? Come out to here. I do it again. Look, and I do slow. Watch.
Okay.
Look, watch. See? Hey? See? Come out of here. And from here, raise up, look in the bottom, and disappear.
A very short sequence, but there are so many subtleties layered here. Now, again, he reaches out to a very far point, which allows him to do the necessary action on his lap and have the coin ready and loaded there. And here he's going to do a fake take, but the fake take is just brilliant. Usually magicians like to make this a very overt action. He makes it a very natural movement with a lot of movement on the coin itself. So here, there's movement that's perceived where the coin is apparently taken in the hand. You could see he extends his fingertips and his palm open, which makes it look like he's grabbing the coin and placing it in the other hand. Now here, he's also going to take the opportunity of the positioning of his body in order to lap the coin and get into one of my favorite sequences where he tells Dick Cavett to look in his hand, and well, by that point, the coin is completely gone. It's a very startling disappearance.
To find out. Unless I take it from here. From here goes there again, comes here again, goes up slow with this way. God knows where it is.
Simply beautiful.
It's beautiful. I know it's beautiful. Look.
All right.
Here I have a string, rubber band. All I have to do this way. See?
Oh, yes, I see now.
It's good. And I come from here. You know something? I can pass them through the hand. What?
Right.
And I can do once more. Same thing, same thing.
How do you
Same
do
thing.
that?
This section is fun because you see Slidini jazzing. At this point, he's already, I believe, concluded his routine. He's already put all those coins to the table, and now he's just showing off, essentially. So he's essentially slapping you with his metaphorical penis. I do love, however, to perform that last sequence with the coin through the hand. It's a fun one because you are conditioning the participant with the first phase. You're going to see him do it here in a moment where he loads the coin and he pretends to place it right there through his hand. And of course, it goes through his hand, but then he conditions the participant, makes it vanish, and I think it's a lovely end to this particular routine. Honestly, fuck him. Fuck him for being so good at directing attention and so good at knowing human interactions and understanding our psychology, because all this is really psychology. At the end of the day, there's sleight of hand, but the majority of it, especially when it comes to his work, is those little things where he's able to get to where you're looking exactly where he wants you to look. I wish I could know those techniques to have you look at the PigCake Magic Academy, the home of over 1,500 videos going over card stuff, coin stuff, everything you need to become the best magician you could possibly be. 1,500 videos and counting, mind you. I'm always uploading new content, so you should go ahead and check that out. If not, maybe check out my deck of playing cards available now, linked below, or my books. My books. You should also click on those. They're fun. They're funny. They have a lot of little anecdotes and stories. You should check them out. They're all fun reads and things that are available linked in the description section below. As with all of these videos, I always mention not to copy any one of these performers. It's very easy to copy and to emulate, but I think the best thing you could do is to assimilate some of the techniques that you see here displayed in your own current work. Like even something when he's looking at a position on a table with the intent for you to look at it while he's lapping a coin. Something like that could make a huge difference in your work without necessarily having to emulate his hand gestures. The conditioning with his resting position. Notice that every time he makes a coin vanish, he then rests his hand on the table. Now that allows that coin to be loaded from beneath the table into his hand, but that also conditions the participant to relax. And in that relaxation is where he carries out the dirty work. A lot of that could be taken and transmuted into your own current work. I feel like I've been too serious for way too long in this video, so pussy lips.
I see you again, when 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 I see you again.